Bart and me are sitting here in Geising, snowy Geising, doing our Europa Cup event, our first Europa Cup event of the year. And because we have a bit of time on Sunday morning, we also want to give you a bit of a commentary of our World Skate Marathon event in Shanghai, which happened last weekend. So let's get straight into it. As you know, it was a furious start. Maybe Bart, you can run us through.
Yeah, well, I started pretty fast. Here we're still at the start line, I think. I didn't really have a plan before the start. I think we made our team tactic, but I was very nervous because the weather conditions and everything, and exciting. It was early in the morning, so I took off quite fast.
Yeah, I
full
guess
of
we
caffeine.
can say that.
Yeah, so I started here. I felt I had a good start, and I kept running, kept accelerating. I saw also the guys next to me; they were pretty far. And then, once I had the gap, I was thinking, okay, I push it a bit, I keep going, make the other guys' life hard. Because we were standing, I think, like 20 or 30 minutes at the line already.
45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah. So legs were cold, and I had a bit of the idea to hurt the legs.
Yeah, I guess those things you can't really plan. I mean, we were standing all the way to the left, and actually most other favorites, or the guys we considered favorites before the start, were standing all the way to the right.
Yeah.
So yeah, those things you don't plan, you just run with the flow, and as we know, it all worked out well. Right now we can see that it took two of the big favorites, Pipe Gomez and Nolan Bediaf, quite a while to actually get to the front of the pack. I'm following Nolan at this point, and now he is taking over and trying to bridge the gap to you. But by the first corner, I would say it's already 50 meters.
Yeah.
So as we all know, if you got 50 meters, it's very, very hard to close that down. And even though Nolan is pushing quite hard at this point, he struggles.
Yeah, and I was not skating at that time to really stay away. It was first marathon of the season, 42 kilometers to go. So I was somehow still thinking they were gonna come back, but I was planning that they had to do a good effort to get to me, of course. And
what we can see right now is that Nolan kind of wants me to take over and help him close down. But because the scenario with the weather was so unsecure, we were like 50-50 if it would rain or not. We didn't want to bring, or I didn't want to bring one of the best rain skaters in the world, Nolan, back to you. So unfortunately, I declined his ask for help and let him do the work. And then we come to a tricky point here, second right-hand corner. There were some policemen running over the road. Actually made me nervous, and I actually got a bit of a gap to Nolan at this point. We don't have the data overlay from my watch at this point while we are watching it, but I'm considering we're going well above 40k an hour at this point. Sure. And you are going even faster in the front.
Yeah, it was going, at that part I felt really good. The beginning of the race. I think at this point I also started thinking, okay, I have a gap. I blew my legs also a little bit because I started that fast. So I tried to find a pace that I could keep going and didn't struggle too much. But these wet spots were super tricky also for me. I was alone here and I was really afraid of those wet spots.
Yeah, so I've cut the video a bit. You will see during the video it's around 15 minutes of race footage from about 1 hour and 10. So I tried to narrow it down a bit. I think at this point it was actually not the rain which made the road wet, but as they do in China sometimes, they try to keep the road nice and clean and went over it in the morning. And then unfortunately it didn't dry completely off. So at this point you can already see that the guys in front of me are skating a bit awkward, a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. And Jason's fiddling around with his race number. I think actually a nice moment. Pipe Gomez is helping him. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of respect between the top skaters at these events. Nice move from Pipe.
Yeah, cool to see.
And you will see him also later in the race. He was probably the most active guy. A Colombian skater. I consider him one of the best points racers in the world.
Yeah.
We're also fighting with him this weekend in Geisingen, and he was on, like, let's call them medium wheels. He was not going for fully dry wheels, but also not for fully rain wheels, and therefore, even in these situations, you see it again, the road half wet, half dry, he's getting quite good.
Yeah, you can see him in front now. He's chasing quite well.
Actually, Jason, Mike, Paez, and me, we were all in this main pack, I would say, and our job at this point is to control the pace. So we don't know at this moment how big the gap is to Bart, but we are basically trying to control everything, be in every move. Yeah, those corners are tricky. Actually, at this moment you can also see like Jason is starting to really struggle on the wet spots. So
Jason is on full dry wheels.
Yeah, so Jason on full dry wheels, same as me. Luckily, our third teammate Mike Paez, he was on full rain wheels, so he's actually in front.
That was the plan also. We had the plan before. We have 4 guys in the race. There might be rain coming up later on in the race, so we know Mike is good in the wet, so we put him on the rain wheels, and the 3 of us, if it stays dry, we know we're good in the dry. So that was the plan, hoping it still stayed dry, of course.
Yeah, I mean, afterwards, looking back now, we should have probably gone all on rain wheels, or at least put 3 out of 4 guys on rain wheels. But the weather forecast was super unsecure, and we were hoping
every day also.
It was changing every day. Like we just didn't know what was gonna happen. At this point, I'm thinking we're not quite on the lap course yet, because we were starting right in the city center of Shanghai. And then the first 12K were like going through the city, through downtown, and then we were on about a 5-kilometer lap, where we had to do six laps, I think. Yeah, so we see in the main pack there are constantly attacks, but also the pace is always slowing down again, because there's not really collaboration. Also because 3 powerslide skaters are in there, and we are not
secure in my lead.
Yeah, we are not helping to chase. But obviously, like in this moment, Carlos is attacking here, a guy from Venezuela, super strong marathon skater. He also wants help from me, but I'm saying no. My teammate is in front, so I'm not leading with you. And yeah, those are the games which get played, and normally you don't really see that from the outside, and that's why I was wearing the helmet camera and try to pass those inside moments to the viewers.
It's nice to see. Also to see what's happening in the peloton.
Yeah, I guess for you also see these pictures for the first time. Yeah. I mean, you spent 99% of the race completely alone. Here we can see a good attack from Nolan Bediaf.
Jason chasing, nice.
Yeah, Jason reacting quickly, and took him a while because this was really a strong attack from Nolan. Also at this moment it was still mainly dry. You can see some wet spots, but mainly dry. And Nolan also skating on TLTF wheels, on dry wheels. Could really put the pressure on at this point. And Jason doing his job.
Pipe is following, of course.
Yeah, Pipe again there. And as you can see, I'm quite happy with the job of the team, because we were always there. We didn't miss any moves, and if we missed something, we were quick in reacting and fixing the situations again, even though the conditions were harsh and difficult.
Not perfect, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much footage of you, Bart, but we'll have a we have a few cuts from the World Skate stream, which I put into the video. Yeah, and at this point you see also on the camera lens there's already a drop of rain. It slowly starts to pick up, and now we have a switch, and basically within minutes it was fully wet. And you see the guys on the rain wheels, they see their chance now. They really try to put the hammer down. They really tried to put us under pressure. And I'm telling Mike at this point, man, you have to go. You're on the rain wheels. Please go with them. Because I'm on dry wheels and really struggling at this point.
I can imagine. I had the same feeling. I think at this point, what was it? I think 2 or 3 laps to go, maybe.
Around that.
At that time, I think I had almost 2 minutes in front, but at the end, it wasn't 2 minutes anymore.
I mean, we can also talk a bit about this. So Bart was really quick with extending his lead, like it was at a maximum of 2 minutes. But the wetter it got,
the more difficult it was.
The advantage was shrinking, obviously, because in this main pack we have 4, 5, 6 guys on rain wheels, and so the advantage was actually shrinking rapidly. And in the end, it was 15 seconds.
Only 15 seconds.
It got a lot more exciting than how we would have liked it. And normally in a race like this, if you got to advantage over a minute, or let's say around 2 minutes, normally the race is done. Here's actually an interesting moment, because I'm following Nolan, and normally those painted roads, they are super slippery in the rain. But he figured out that actually on the red part, it was super, like not grippy, but much more grippy. We're passing some amateurs here as well. It was much more grippy than the normal asphalt. So once we figured that out, we were actually always skating at this point.
For me, it took me 3 laps to figure that out, because I was always alone, so I didn't try it to skate there. Until I saw people, I started lapping to see that they were skating on the red, and then I was like, oh damn, I have to try this too. Because usually it's super slippery to skate on the red.
Normally
I'm not skating there, I should have.
Normally you avoid those patches as much as you can, but actually in this special scenario, it was much more grippy than the normal asphalt. A bit of footage from the World Skate stream. You can see that chasing pack, that main pack behind Bart. Back to the race footage. As I said, Pipo Gomez super active. Just kept on attacking, kept on going. It was not easy with all those corners, and also passing more and more of the amateur skaters. And actually at this moment I decided, because I could feel I can't follow the acceleration of people and other guys on rain wheels, or with better wheels suited to the conditions, that I really told Mike, like, if you can go in a break, please go, because I didn't trust my sprint at all. And I think we'll see that a little bit later. Maybe we even hear it on the camera, that I'm telling Mike, like, I can't do this much longer. You have to try to get away. And actually that's what he did in the end.
He did perfectly.
He really played his role, his team role, perfectly. We had to push him a little bit before the start. He
go on the rain wheels,
a little bit of a tight corner between Stefan Duschmidt and Patxi, but nothing happened. He actually played his card perfectly, and as you said, we know he's a great rain skater, so he took the gamble, and it paid off for him. He finished.
He also did it in a really strong way, because he was not the only one on the rain wheels.
No, not at all.
It seemed to me, like when I was watching him, that he took the second place quite easy. So that's
he definitely did an amazing race. I would consider this one of the best results and races of his career. So it was also nice for us having him new in the team. Now we see you at the finish line celebrating your win at the first World Skate Marathon Tour. Amazing result, amazing race. Well done.
It was cool. You. Also to win it in the jersey, I was super happy, of course.
Now we see my sprint. This is actually for 5th place. I decided to go long, go from the front. Smart. And even though I have 2 guys with rain wheels there, I think I did a pretty smart sprint, and I skated on the left side of the road where there was a bit more grip. I noticed the laps before. Pipo Gomez stepping out into the wind, can't just make it. Stefan Duschmidt also trying, gets next to me, but in the end.
But yeah, it's a bit drier there. Yeah? Smart, Felix, very smart.
So yeah, it was actually. It looks easy, but it wasn't that easy, and I'm still having pain in my groins from that sprint.
Imagine.
There you are waiting at the finish line.
With
Mike as well. So yeah, perfect debut for us in the marathons.
First race of the World Skate Tour.
I'm already looking forward to the next one. Yeah, a little hug.
Me too.
Good job, mate.
Yeah, you too, Felix.
Let's do this again.
Yes,
Thanks
for the
for
next
joining
one.
me.
Also, hopefully for another winner. Let's do it.
Let's go. Thanks, Bart.
See you.